then when Christmas comes, these also still stay up, but you then add Christmas decorations.
Well, fun fact, because this will come out on the 30th of October.
Yes, the
day
before.
My Christmas decorations would have already been out for like 3 days. Dun, dun, dun. And here we are.
Hello.
We made it. You look, you did something different today.
My name, I can't even do it the way that you do it. My name's Betsy.
Oh,
you have like this like smokers one that you do that I can't do.
You sound like a guy named Rick.
My name's Betsy, and I dyed my hair. AKA I'm Joe's alter ego that he pulls off every once in a while.
Every time there's a new crumble cookie that I have to do, I can't see this mic, so I can't tell when I'm
how far it is from you.
Yeah, I keep hitting it.
Can you do your Betsy voice? I'm going to try to impersonate it. Happy Halloween, though. First off, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Which would be tomorrow.
All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve.
And then Halloween.
Ween.
Happy Halloween, darling.
All right, one more time.
Happy Halloween, darling.
Happy Halloween, darling.
You gotta like roll the D. It's gonna darling.
Darling.
It's almost like a Z, like a DZ.
Happy Halloween, darling.
There you go. You got it.
Perfect. I don't know if I could keep that the whole time, so we're just gonna talk in my normal voice. I'm sweating though.
Yeah.
I'm in a sweater and I'm in this very fuzzy white robe. I'm actually kind of impressed that you have a white robe.
I'm not going to tell you why either. If you noticed in the crumble cookie, it was a little tight on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this not? Yeah.
It's just there.
Yeah.
But I do have like two black ones of my own.
I was going to say you have like a dark blue one, I thought. Or maybe
I got
it's
two
black
ones. I got like a regular one and like a red skin one. And then I
Yeah.
had that one, which the first time I did crumble cookie as Betsy, I had my black one on. And then I was like, wait, I have a white one. And here we are.
Ta-da. Here we are. She's very clean. She looks not used.
It was never used.
Literally ever.
Never fucking used.
And you are Purge. Which one? Purge 1, 2, Anarchy?
Whatever one you want. Can you like see me well in this?
Not really. Okay. I could see like one eyeball of yours. That one. I can't even see that one really well because it's casting a shadow. So you kind of just, I see like a single Cyclops eye.
I wonder how it looks from the side. Can you see how it looks from the side?
You kind of just look like a black blob.
Well, that's actually not bad then. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll keep it. So happy Halloween. Originally, this episode was supposed to be filmed like the week before, but then I threw the news in that there's something on my finger which you are going to see. So wait until the next week and you'll know all the details on it. But in case you're like, what is going on? Why is Camilla? I maybe should have taken this off so it would be like
I don't think anybody will know, but they'll know now. But they also already know because you posted about it. But anyway.
Fair.
Next week's episode goes into
details.
It goes into the detail and the backstory and the surprise and everything.
Right. And it has Joseph's live reaction. So make sure. I purposely have not posted that so that I can post it for when that episode goes live.
Gotcha. And I also have a picture, like a different picture of just you with that I sent to Brendan.
Oh, yeah. I remember you took that.
So I still have that one, too. So I have to put that one up on the story.
Sick. So Halloween is my favorite holiday. I would have guessed your favorite holiday, but it's not. No. Yours is Christmas.
Yes. But I do like Halloween.
But you love like Michael Myers. I say Mike Myers. You say I can't say that, so Michael.
No, because that's Austin Powers.
Michael. Okay. So you do love Michael. You have Halloween decorations, aka just Michael stuff all around your house.
Yeah, he's kind of the GOAT.
So like
in the horror
it
genre.
doesn't make sense to me that Halloween's not your favorite. And you actually don't even really decorate for it, which was really surprising for me. Like you kind of just keep these decorations up all year round. And then when Christmas comes, these also still stay up, but you then add Christmas decorations.
Well, fun fact, because this will come out on the 30th of October.
Yes, the day before.
My Christmas decorations would have already been out for like 3 days.
You're a nutcase.
Yeah, that's getting decorated this Thursday.
So are you doing like before. A big endeavor for this? Like, are you breaking out the hot chocolates?
That's
hot chocolates.
Actually, you know, break out the hot chocolates. Actually, me and Cheese used to do the hot chocolate. Maybe I'll do that again.
Best friend Cheese.
So he'll be over. We'll play some Christmas music.
Adorable.
Get a whole vibe. But anyway, this isn't Christmas. This is the Halloween episode.
Halloween.
And so I started off by saying, you look like a boy dressed as a girl.
I don't know whether or not I should be highly offended it's or I'm saying thank you. Do I have boy-like features?
No, but
yes.
No, but you just for some reason look like a boy dressed as a girl. But then
so I look like you trying to impersonate a girl, essentially, like through Betsy.
Yeah, like maybe like a prepubescent boy,
a 14-year-old kid.
Because there's no like stubble or anything. But in the Rob Zombie. The second Halloween movie that he did, one of the friends was like, "I'm a girl dressed as a guy, trying to dress like a girl or something." So then that's
the vibe that I give off.
Have you seen those remakes?
I've seen I think I've seen only like one. I haven't seen a lot of his, but I know you really like the
the Halloween, and then he redid the second one.
I remember I haven't seen the second one. I've only seen the first. Okay,
you should watch it.
Maybe I'll do it tonight.
You watched the first one though, right?
Yeah, I watched the first one.
The second one's a little bit goes, a little astray, but it's still pretty good. I think it holds up. It's better than some of the other fucking horror movies I've seen recently.
What are some that you've seen recently? We went to go see one together.
We did?
Yeah.
What did we see?
I mean, I don't know if you can.
Saw?
Yeah.
Saw 10?
Yeah.
You showed up late.
Yeah.
And I fucking knew it was you. I didn't even have to turn my head. I knew it was you.
Nick. We had to wait until Nick got out of work, but it was great. And we sat right next to you, and I was actually in the wrong seats. And I go, "Oh, no worries. Those are my friends. I'm going to go sit next to them." And just plop a squat right next to you, and you had a broken seat.
You had no idea why I was laughing because the bottom part of the seat was broken. So when you hit the button to like go back, recline, it was just shifting. It was like a spaceship. And you and Nick are looking at me like
because
I'm fucking
you're laughing
stupid.
Like the entire movie. And like he would just go into like that little giggle that he does, but it would be like a little more quieter. And I'm like, why is he laughing so fucking much? Like it was just a lot.
It was just funny because it's just ridiculous.
What other Halloween movies or scary movies have you watched recently?
So I just went to the theater to see. They played the OG Halloween. Mm-hmm. So I went to go see that, which I already knew what that was, obviously.
Right.
What other horror movies have I seen recently? There was one, A Haunting in Venice, which ended up being like a gotcha, like a whodunit kind of thing. Yeah. Horrible. I walked out of it.
I know. I remember. You're like king of like walking out of movies. I've never walked out of a movie, not once.
Really?
And yeah, ever.
Oh, I walked
and you're
out
like, not worth it.
Because at some point, I love going to the movies, and if it looks like somewhat decent, I'll just go see it because it's something to do. But if it's not bad, I'll cut my losses. Really? It was one year, I walked out of Keanu. Yeah. Remember that movie?
Yes.
Why Him?
I don't know that one.
That one was with James Franco and...
Oh, I can see the movie poster in my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I walked out of Daddy's Home.
Oh yeah, you don't like those ones.
That was trash.
I know you don't. I actually like them, but you don't like them.
That was so bad.
Yeah, I've never walked out of a movie before. Honestly, I almost, which sounds awful because I know he's a phenomenal director, but I really didn't get the point of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That was the only one I debated doing.
But that's a Tarantino, right?
That's why I stayed. I stayed because it's a Tarantino. I didn't want to walk out on it. But it was just a lot of kind of nothing in it. Yeah. But I watched the whole thing. It was fine. But
I'm not a Tarantino guy.
Oh, you're not?
No.
That's kind of unfortunate because he's super talented.
It's just it's a specific
genre
niche. I am gonna go see the 3.5 hour movie Killers of the Flower Moon though.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a Scorsese movie.
Oh, okay.
He's the GOAT.
Okay.
So I'll spend the money to go sit in a theater for 3.5 hours.
Just not for a Tarantino.
No, I'm just not a Tarantino guy.
So surprisingly enough, I thought I watched all of the Conjuring movies because I watched Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2, Annabelle. Yeah. Annabelle Creation, I think there was another one. I've watched all of them and I was looking. What?
I have an itch, but I can't get it. I'm also like super hot. I don't know if I can continue this.
I am too.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna take off just my robe. I just gotta.
Sorry. Listen.
We're gonna just strip.
You're gonna keep the wig.
It's getting hot in here, so take off your sweaters. Oh my God.
We're not at the point of wearing hoodies inside yet, or even like outside. So fuck that.
Do I look good still with my wig on?
You look like you're a receptionist.
What's my name? Like obviously we've named her Betsy, but like, do you think there's I've never met a Betsy in real life.
You could be like a Kate.
A Karen, a Kate.
Well, Karen has a negative connotation.
A Mandy.
I don't know. You go in maybe. I'd say you're like a Kate or an Amanda.
Okay, I'll take it. So an A. So I thought I watched all of them, and I had my friends Maria, the twins, the Greek twins. So Maria and Sophia, and then another friend of theirs and mine, Lauren. So they came over for a Halloween movie night on Friday, and we did a Disney one first. So we did Halloween Town. Have you ever watched Halloween Town?
I just actually rewatched it a couple weeks ago.
So good. So we watched Halloween Town, loved it. And then the second one we followed up with, we were going to do the Conjuring one because we've all seen that and it's been a while and whatever else. And then I was looking and I said, what is this? Like, why is this not ringing a bell? And it was The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. And then I realized it was the most recent Conjuring that came out like during COVID time. So I never actually got the chance to watch it. Like it came out maybe 2021 or 2022, and I never had the chance to go see it in theaters. I don't know what happened. I missed it, whatever. I remember seeing one and being like, okay, I have to watch that eventually, and then I never did.
You really like that hair.
I know. I'm like playing with it like it's my own. I'm just going to start braiding it at this point.
I mean, you're wearing it better than I do. I'm usually spitting it out of my mouth.
That's literally Joe every 3 seconds. My mom like loves it when you do it though. She's always like, this is Joe. He's like,
I just can't do it. I don't know how you're doing it right now.
I'm giving her a little part.
I know,
I'll help you out. Don't worry. We'll phone a friend next time. So I went to go see that. All right, we watched that movie and it was actually very good. And really? I didn't know it's based off of, obviously the Conjurings are based off of true stories.
Yeah.
I didn't know that this one was the first like documented true story where it went to court. So it actually went through like the legal system.
Yeah.
Because this kid, what?
Because now I'm like, you look like Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm so sorry, dude. It just keeps changing in my head.
I do have the Dahmer hair right now.
You do, because remember when I did the crumble? I'm so sorry. I keep interrupting you. But when I did the video, I was like, I look like Dahmer's mother.
Yeah.
And now you just look like...
Dahmer, period.
You just look like Dahmer.
Because I'm like this. Just like Dahmer was.
So you actually like that Conjuring movie? I thought it was like 45 minutes too long.
I thought it was really good. And did you know that it was the first case?
I think they say it in there, yeah, right?
So Netflix then did a whole documentary. I think it's called like The Devil Made Me Do It or something like that. But they made a documentary and the kid who was possessed talks in it and he gives his like retelling of it and like what it was like to like go to jail, prison and like going through the legal system and whatever else. And I need to watch that next because I found it very interesting. Because normally like if you say like, well, like the devil made me do it, like I'm possessed, that doesn't really like hold up in the court of law, not typically.
Right.
So the fact that they were able to, I mean, he got convicted, but he got 5 years for like manslaughter essentially.
Right.
So did he really get like, I don't think he got like the maximum punishment. So I think in some sense, like it did hold up in the court of law, which is really cool. I think that's super fascinating.
Did you ever watch The Exorcism of Emily Rose?
I loved that movie.
That's so good.
That was one of my favorite movies as a kid because I watched this. I wasn't even 18 yet. My dad bought me and shout out Heather.
Shout out Heather.
Tickets to go see it. We went in with our one other friend Rose, and my dad was like, "Okay, have fun, bye." And then he left and never went to go like see it with us, but he had to buy the tickets for us.
Yep.
And I thought it was so good.
It was
such a good movie.
It's one of the better exorcism movies. there's that scene where the friend wakes up in the bed and he's like, she's not next to him anymore, and she's like mangled on the floor. I would have kicked her in the head and ran out.
I don't know how you remember this so vividly.
What are you talking about?
Like, you remember like scenes and details so vividly.
Because I have a great memory, sort of. It's very niched.
Within the horror realm and horror realm only. Oh, and film.
Well, yeah. I actually did. I just rewatched again a Serbian film.
I gave that DVD to him. I'm not even kidding. Like 2 years ago.
No. But I watched it.
I'm happy.
I've seen it.
I'm happy.
But I rewatched it.
Good.
It's kind of like
it's not good
because of the situation. I would say that it isn't a horror genre because it's just like shock horror.
Yeah, it's horror in the sense that it's. I mean, it is horror. It's like psychological horror. Maybe I don't know what kind of horror that would fall under. But it's banned in the United States. Like, you can't get that movie anymore. Unless you can, but it's an edited version that cuts out, like, they're all pretty grotesque scenes, but literally maybe like the worst of the scene. They cut that out in the American versions.
What? Can you be brief on what scene you're talking about? Was it the
babies?
Yeah. They did cut that out of the version that
I
have. Yes. They don't show. You can just hear.
Oh, okay.
And then the guy says it, but they don't show that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the actual movie, which I've seen, so at first when I first watched it, I saw it online. Because it was just, I didn't know what the movie was, but I looked up like the scariest movies ever made kind of thing. So a Serbian film, there's a lot that are in like the Asian countries of like, there's a lot of Japanese, like extremely horror films that are really grotesque. Mm-hmm. And this was up there and I was like, a Serbian film. I don't know what this is. And so I was like, I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awful.
It's pretty bad.
And there was this place like right near my school, like my dorms. I think it was called, I want to say CES, but now I'm thinking of CES Boxing. But I think it was called like CES or something like that. And you could go get DVDs for dirt cheap. So I think I still have the sticker on that Serbian film and it's like $7.99 or something.
Yeah. I also just rewatched the remake of I Spit on Your Grave.
I've never watched that.
It's pretty good.
What is it about? Spitting on graves?
I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, so just watch it.
It's
There's
a little
no like.
It's a little rough, but it's oddly satisfying as you watch it.
Okay.
Later, I have to be specific with how I say that. It's oddly satisfying when it turns.
Okay.
And without spoiling it, I think you'll understand if you watch it.
Okay, I'll have to watch it.
The beginning is not satisfying at all.
Okay.
But it turns.
I'll have to see if Heather watched it. Heather's like the queen of horror. She's watched every horror film that you could possibly think of.
Really?
Like every single one. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And she's watched the ones that are all in like different languages and she gets the subtitles because they're supposed to be like the scariest of the scaries.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll have to ask her what her favorite is. There was one and she tells me to watch it all the time and I've never watched it yet.
Is it like bad?
Yeah, she says that it's like, but she's like, it's so good. It's so good. Her husband hates scary things. So
I wonder, can you text her and see which one it is?
Yeah. This episode is sponsored by our friends over at Be a Nice Human.
We don't agree on much on this podcast, but one thing we do agree on is our love for the Be a Nice Human brand.
Their streetwear includes hoodies, beanies, t-shirts, socks, and more to choose from with the simple phrase, Be a Nice Human.
Head over to beanicehuman.me and use the promo code HATETHAT. That's H, the number 8, THAT for 10% off your order.
And remember, you can still be a badass and be a nice human.
Because I'm interested. Because then, like the first of the shock horror ones, I think, was like maybe the Human Centipede trilogy.
Oh, I remember seeing that. Do you remember the first time watching that and like how you felt?
Yeah, because as gross as it was, Did you see the second and third one?
Yeah, I've watched all of them.
So they just got more ridiculous. The first one was definitely the best. Right. They just got more ridiculous because plot-wise, that's fucking terrifying in the first one. The second one just got ridiculous, and the third one with the jail was just like
because the first one is the one that like makes it like it makes it more like real, I guess, because it's like two girls, they're stuck in the middle of nowhere, like they ask for someone's help, like whatever. The jail one, if I remember correctly, like he's almost like watching that movie of the first one.
That's
like
the second one.
Oh, is that the second one?
Yeah, see, the second one, in the second one, the guy is like a parking lot attendant.
Right?
And he's obsessed with the movie. The third one, I don't think the movie, well, I think you might be right. I think that movie, I think they exist in each one, like each of the sequels. So like the second one, the original exist. And then in the other one, I think they reference the movie again to be like, hey, this is an idea that we can implement in the jail.
The one where like the guy's really heavy set, is that the second or the third?
He's in the second one, but he's also in the third one as a different character.
Okay. Whoever thought of that is like, it's like I don't know whether to be concerned. Like, how does your brain even get to that point of being like, you know what, intestines to mouth? I think that'll work.
ATM. Twice. Can you imagine being in the middle?
No. Remember when they did
so serious on it?
Because I've thought about that. I thought about that situation when they show the one where it's like a long chain, and I was like, that is awful. You want to be first in line.
You want to be first in line. And like, spoiler alert, come in 3, 2, 1. The middle one is the one that survived. Well, not survives. She lasts the longest. Which is fucking crazy because now once the head kills himself, and then the girl at the end obviously died because she's at the end of the line.
Right.
So she was gonna die first. And then the guy in the beginning, just in the middle, and the head of the peed kills himself, and then she's fucked. She just, so that's the word. Yeah, you don't want to be in the middle.
I remember the reason why I was so passionate about that is because I've thought about that like one too many times.
No.
Watching that movie, I'm like, no, I can't. So Heather's husband has it wrong. He's saying it's Hell House, but LLC, but it's not that.
I watched that loosely. So
was it good?
I don't remember because I watched it. It was one of those like I was half paying attention.
Okay.
But I heard good things, so then I feel like I got to give it another shot.
All right, I'm gonna ask again. I'm like, I don't think that's it. I feel like it started with an A, but I know she did like Hell House a lot. I've never watched that.
What about I rewatched this and I
found it. Ganjam Asylum.
You got a picture?
Let's see. Ganjam Asylum. All right. It's in another language, and it looks like that. I'll read you the premonition of it.
The premonition?
Or like the overview, sorry. The premonition.
Premonition.
I'm tired. Okay. It says, the crew of a horror web series travels to an abandoned asylum for a live broadcast. It soon encounters much more than expected as it moves deeper inside of this nightmarish old building. Okay. And she says it's very good.
Ganjam?
Yes.
I will.
Should we have a movie day?
Yeah. When do you want to schedule this? We can barely fucking.
I was gonna say
barely have fucking time.
Whenever you're free.
Not just me.
I mean, I can kind of make things work.
I
think I can kind of make things work. More than you. You're like, after 4. I'm like, whenever.
Well, there's a reason.
I know.
You know, there's reasons. But I rewatched Blair Witch, the first one, and I was like, it's a couple of the lines are a little like, because it's a little, you could tell.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it still holds up. And I'm almost curious.
Really?
Yeah, I'm almost curious as to why they haven't tried. Maybe they have, though. Maybe they have tried.
Remaking?
Not remaking, but like movies like that. But I feel like that was the first and the best one of like the documentary horror movie.
It's so tough because I remember seeing that movie and it was like the first of its kind. Like no one had ever done that. So I remember watching it and being like kind of scared by it. Mm-hmm. But then you have all these other movies like Insidious where you never actually see the thing that is haunting these people. Yeah. And Blair Witch like gives me that same, you never actually see anything.
That's what I like though.
You do?
Yeah, because that's why
you didn't like Smile.
Right. Mm-hmm. Smile was great until I saw the fucking thing. Once I see the thing, I'm out.
I feel like it was just like, I just remember Blair Witch, and I haven't watched it recently, so I could be wrong. Mm-hmm. But there's just a lot of movement with the camera. It was kind of hard to like, now that I've watched it again as being like an adult and not a child anymore, it's just a lot of movement. It's kind of hard to like follow. Right. Like nothing really like happens in it. There's like no plot to it. Like they're still just like in the woods.
But maybe also because like, have you ever ghost hunted?
So here's the thing. I think you have a different appreciation for it because you do like, you're like, let's go to the Conjuring house. Let's do this. Like, and you're also a videographer. So I think you have a better appreciation for it versus me. I'm like, oh, that was scary. That was the first of its kind. Like it was great.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I've seen better.
No, that's fair. I mean, you're not wrong with how, but I think because it was the first of its kind, it's almost like Paranormal Activity. The first one was like the first one of its kind.
Wait, did I say Insidious?
Yeah.
The first time I meant Paranormal Activity. Sorry, you knew what I meant.
But yeah, so that was even Insidious was kind of the first of its kind too, in that weird like
that's
mental
true.
kind of thing. But it was Paranormal Activity was like that too. To an extent, and then they beat it to a fucking pulp.
Yeah, I mean, you never saw that. That's what I was referring. Like, you never see the actual thing. A lot of it was like from like home ring camera type deal.
But that's fucking creepy because like that
was creepier.
That's more. I think that's again with the Blair Witch. It's that could happen.
Could happen,
but it could happen.
Could happen.
I like realistic horror. I don't like
Saw. Just say it with your chest.
No, Saw's okay. It's not, it never was scary. It's more of like mystery horror in a way because you're like trying to figure shit out and it's like torture in a way.
I think that's why I like Saw so much is because there's always a twist at the end of the movie. It's like, oh, you missed this key piece that links, and then they tie it back. They do the dun dun dun. When all of a sudden like all the pieces unravel and you're like, oh my god, I missed all this. Yeah. So I think that's why I also like it, but I also like the like concept behind it, if that makes sense. Like it's these people don't seem to appreciate life. He's gone through this experience of like where he got a second chance at life, and honestly, like, who is he to say whether or not someone deserves it, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm saying.
That's the mental aspect on his end.
Right. But like it's a cool concept of like you don't appreciate your life, so let's see like how much you're willing to do in order to like be alive, essentially. It's such a fucked up concept, but it makes it so that it's not just another like slasher film type deal. Yeah. Like it's not.
And I get that too because there's some of them like the 80s are all like slasher movies in a way. Scream, yeah, the 90s had, Scream. But
do you like Scream?
I do, but it's...
You like the most recent one with Jenna Ortega? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, well, it's not just her. Honestly, she gets outshined by the sister. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Those are good, but like, they're not scary.
Yeah.
They're almost like a play on itself. But
do you think those are like creepy still, or like I think they're cool because it's a realistic thing of like high school kids being fucking stupid. But do you think that they're like creepy scary or no?
They're interesting. I mean, it's like sometimes like when you watch stand-up comedy and you don't laugh but you're entertained. Yeah. That's kind of like I know what you did last summer and Scream. That's kind of what that is for me. Like I appreciate it. But it's like the shit that like I don't do alien movies. I can do ghosts as long as I don't see shit. Okay. I don't do like a monster movie, like because it's not real. That's what, like even I would talk about that, like regular movies that I watch. I don't like mythical fantasy, even in my horror movies.
I'm the opposite. Clearly by my Harry Potter addiction. But
is that a horror movie?
Harry Potter's not a horror movie. They actually consider that a Christmas movie.
Oh my God.
Fun fact.
That's going to be a whole episode.
We'll make a whole episode about Harry Potter shenanigans if we really
No. I meant fucking Christmas, not fuck. What the fuck would a whole episode about Harry Potter be?
I'll just give you fun facts, trivia questions.
I'd be dead asleep. Wake me up when it's over.
Wake me up when September. It's so funny watching you look down because you can't.
I'm like staring at that hand because I don't know what that strum is. This mask is also driving me fucking banana sandwiches.
You're doing great so far, though. You're holding it down. Can you breathe?
Yeah, no, I can breathe. It's just, it's like.
Are there mouth holes? Is that your mouth or is that like plastic?
I don't know. I think it's just plastic. I wonder how terrible the audio is going to be on this.
I was going to say you actually sound pretty good to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good then. It's just because of the beard. It's like it's getting like, just irritated. Like
some words I feel like might be like sound a little like muffled to you, but like not. It sounds clear to me. It almost sounds like you have like a little lisp.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
It's the best.
Can we talk about the Purge movies? Because you're wearing the Purge mask. Do the Purge movies scare you? Is that weird to you?
No, but again, they beat it to a pulp. I like the original concept because I think it was unique and it was interesting, and they beat it to a pulp. Like
they did an election one. They did
the Forever Purge. Like I haven't seen them since like the second one, probably.
What was the second one?
I don't know.
I've seen the election one. I never watched the one that was like cowboys.
See, I didn't even know that was a thing.
There was something.
I like the first one. I like concepts, but sometimes this goes into a whole fucking. This is not a horror realm, but it's the same type of thing. Every time something comes up and somebody goes, "Oh, that's a Seinfeld episode. That's a Seinfeld episode." It's like, then I watch Seinfeld and I'm like, "This sucks."
Got it.
Because their concepts are good, but the way they play out,
the execution,
it's just not good.
Got it.
To me.
What is your all-time favorite scary movie? What's your not favorite? What's a movie that has actually like scared you is what I was trying to allude to.
At any age or like now?
Sure. Whatever one.
Well, when I was younger, it was Child's Play because I had a Buddy doll.
Oh, no.
So that scared the shit out of me. But then as you get older, it's like, yeah, I would have just kicked that fucker.
Fair.
Get out of here.
I know. I always wondered because he's kind of tiny. He's a doll.
Yeah.
Like how does that
stupid.
Happen?
The Strangers is like.
I was just about to say.
Dude.
So The Strangers
underrated.
is the one thing that gets me because it's so realistic. It's stupid.
But
like,
the line that gets
because you were home.
That's the line.
I'll never forget it. Never forget it because you.
I got chills right now.
She's like, "Why are you doing this to us?" And she's like, the one girl with the black hair that's like, "Do it."
Yeah.
Because you were home.
Yeah.
Was it her or the blonde one that said it?
I don't know, but that's just. It's like I got chills with that. That is an underrated.
And
horror
she says
movie.
it just like that too.
Yeah. Because you were home.
It, like so monotone.
Yep.
Like because you were home.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
Yeah, no.
I've seen that one too many times, and that's the one movie where it scares the shit out of me because I would never, I don't know. I would lock my doors after, like all the time when I was home alone from school, like growing up, because that's so real. Like that could actually happen.
That's what makes it good, is it's fucking real, and it's like terrifying.
So they made another movie similar to that, but it's about this girl who lives home alone and she's blind. I don't know if you've seen it, but she's blind and someone breaks into her home. That's another one of those, like and he's like wearing a mask and it's another like Halloween scary movie type deal.
Sorry, that's not Don't Breathe, right?
Oh, I think so.
But it's a guy that's blind, not a girl.
Is it?
The older guy, yeah. And then they made a second one, which was but Don't Breathe was actually good too. It got a little ridiculous, but it was a unique plot.
I've seen that. Not that one. I have seen that, but that is the ending of that is very weird.
Turkey baster?
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I'm looking up girl is blind, scary movie. Someone breaks in.
This could be fucking anything that would come up.
Yeah, it's showing up. Oh, Hush.
Never
I found it.
Seen it.
So it's called. So have you ever watched The Haunting of Hill House?
Haunting of Hill House.
It's on Netflix. It's very good.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Wait, really?
Really?
Why?
You know what I think it was? This was a victim of hype. It was one of those things where it was so overhyped when I watched it. I was like, this isn't good.
It's really good.
Yeah,
I wish
that's
you
why
would
I
give
didn't
it.
like it, because everybody was like, it's so good. And I watched it and I was like, poop.
No, it's really good. It tells the story. It's like creepy, spooky. I like it.
I was bored.
I think you didn't give it enough of a chance. And also, you probably were watching it. You probably were watching it with someone that like didn't appreciate it either, or someone that
yeah, I was watching it with myself.
Oh, well, there you go. You gotta watch it again. You gotta watch it. I swear, I know you, and I think you would like it.
I'm gonna give you. I don't even want to say this, but I'm gonna give you a tiny bit of credit, because you might have been one of like 2 people that told me. I caught some of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and I was interested.
It was me.
There was like 2 people that kind of gave me that heads up. You were one of them.
Because that's one of my like.
But I caught some. I was interested enough to be like, maybe I should watch.
Because I know you don't like superhero movies, but it's not a superhero movie. It's truly like about a man who's been so put down into the ground and has like a mental disability because of what he's gone through. And it's like, it pulls at the heartstrings. It's super hard to watch. Like just society be super awful to people who are like mentally challenged or handicapped in life or whatever it is. Like, it was super sad, but it's very good.
Yeah.
So this movie, Hush, it says a deaf and mute writer who retreated into the woods to live a solitary life must fight for her life in silence when a masked killer appears at her window. And obviously, yeah.
She's blind and deaf?
She's deaf and mute, not blind.
Mute. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. She's deaf and mute.
She's deaf.
So she can see.
So she can see.
Okay.
I couldn't remember.
I was gonna say, if she was deaf and blind, I don't even know how you got out of that.
No, it was deaf. So she couldn't actually ever hear where they were, type deal. It was super,
That's creepy.
It wasn't like super scary or anything, but it kind of gave the same, like, I mean, nothing will compare to The Strangers, but it gave that same feeling of the helplessness that you would have.
Yeah.
And especially for someone who's like hard of hearing, it makes you feel for them, because I would be so terrified for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say watch that one too. It's pretty good. And the actor in it, she's in Haunting of Hill House, and she's a really great actress. I don't know her name. I'll find it.
I'm interested in the movie. I thought so interested in rewatching the Hill House, but the other thing too is the music scores.
Kate Siegel, that's her name.
Okay, the music scores of the horror movies can make or break.
That's fair.
You watch the Halloween movies, and I mean, do you watch Halloween Ends?
No, Halloween Ends was the most recent one, right? Yeah, no.
Trash.
I watched the one before, Halloween Kills, right?
Yeah, and that was also not good.
No,
but Halloween Ends
was
so bad that it made Halloween Kills tolerable. But it's always the scores of, like, you rewatch Zombies and then watch his second one.
Okay.
The music in it is really what fucking gets you on edge.
Okay.
That can really make or break a horror movie, is the music.
All right. So I'll give that a try. Can you try Haunting of Hill House?
No, dude, that's, again, you want me to watch these fucking like 10 episode joints. I wanted you to watch a 2-hour movie.
It's so good. I've watched many movies that you've recommended.
Because you always recommend like
Midsommar. That's
Midsummer. Okay.
Midsommar.
But here's the thing. I recommend movies. I give you my honest opinion of it. Like Midsummer, I tell everybody it's not good, but you got to watch it just because it's so unique. You got to watch it. And you liked it. But you want me to watch like Breaking Bad. It's like 9 fucking seasons.
Okay, so I'm not saying that, but Haunting of Hill House is one season
of 10 episodes. So that's 10 hours of my life gone.
That last episode, like, literally brought me to tears because it's so heartbreakingly good and like creepy and eerie, and it makes so much sense because for those of you who have watched it, it's like there's this repetitive character that's in it throughout. And then you finally see, like, what is this character and how. It's like in the second to last episode this happens.
Okay.
So just watch until, like, the second to last episode.
I'm not going to do that. But are they going to do another season of it, you think? Or
no, so they don't do, like, seasons of it. They create new storylines. So Haunting of Hill House was the first storyline. Haunting of Bly Manor was the second storyline. But it's, like, same people, completely different characters. They don't you don't have to watch one to watch the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just did. It's made by the same producer of it, but I don't think it's another like Haunting because it's not Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor. Yeah. This one's called The Fall of Usher. It's #1.
Okay, I saw that
Netflix
come up
right
on
now.
On the Netflix. So that's in that universe or something.
I don't know for sure, but it has the same actors from those two, and it's made by the same producer. So take that for what you can make of it, because I'm not really sure. I'll let you know. I'm going to end up watching it because I really liked the other two, and I liked the producer and how he created it. Mm-hmm. Because especially, like, even in the second one, The Haunting of Bly Manor, it's the last 2 episodes that you see all these things. It's kind of like Saw. Like, I feel like that's maybe like what I just like because you never think of it, and then at the very end you're like, oh my gosh, I missed all of this, and this just explained the entire series to the point where you're like, I kind of want to go back and watch it, and now I'll understand like the things that I missed the first time around. But it's really good. That's all.
That's good. I mean, every time I try to give something another shot, it just doesn't really ever work out, but you never know.
If you ever have a flight or something or whatever coming up, just do that. Just watch it for me.
Well, I'll try my best.
For the boy who doesn't like planes.
I hate flying.
I know. You haven't flown in a little while. You were flying like nonstop for like 4 months.
August? So it's been like 2 months.
Yeah, that's like more. That's enough for you. You were going like every month.
I know.
Going to somewhere.
And I was supposed to do it like another trip that was in June that I canceled last minute.
Which one was that one?
Supposed to go to Detroit for work.
Oh, yeah.
And I threw my back out the day before.
I remember that.
Awful.
I remember I called Joseph and he's just like laying on on the couch. And I was like, you good, dude?
That was like a week.
I like came to your house to like bring you some stuff. And I was like trying to like rub out your back because it was just.
It was bad.
I've never seen you so down and out. You like could not.
Until you came by today.
I called you today and I knew you were in a down and out mood, and I was like, ooh, all right.
It's just,
you have a lot on your plate.
It's just one of those fucking times.
It's okay. So, moral of the story is watch Halloween movies. Go out trick-or-treating.
Don't see the new Exorcist movie. That was what I was trying to bring that up.
Watch
wasn't good.
The Strangers.
Watch The Strangers.
And eat candy.
And eat candy.
Done. While watching
and
those
be
movies.
merry. And then put up your Christmas decor.
Don't do that.
Yes, put up your Christmas decor.
Don't do that.
Did you see the thing I posted the other day?
Which one?
Michael Scott like dancing.
Yes. You posted like 2 memes back to back of Christmas, and I was like,
hello, my friend, we meet again. Yeah.
Immediately, I was like, I need to pass right through this.
I can't wait.
Well,
decorating Thursday.
'Tis the season, I guess.
'Tis the season to be something
scary.
To be scary.
Wow, that was so good.
That's good.
I love that for you.
Yeah, and I hate that for me. And shout out to Crazy Neon and Skylar Batz and
Be a Nice Human.
Be a Nice Human and Jeffrey Dahmer and Cheese and Heather.
Love Cheese and Heather. And like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next week where we have a special announcement. Every Monday at 6 a.m. That's absurdly early. I know, but I figured the morning commute. No, makes sense. Right? Great job. I need to take this off.